On July 29, 2020, a Louisiana police officer stopped a speeding car on the highway. Initially, everything seemed like a routine traffic stop. However, when the officer inspected the vehicle, a horrifying discovery was made. There's a dead body in the trunk. The driver, Mitchell, was not only exceeding the speed limit by nearly 20 miles per hour, but also driving without a license.
Do you have your driver's license?
No, sir.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, sir.
Simply driving without a license could have landed Mitchell a fine of up to $500 and 6 months in jail, not to mention the additional penalty for speeding. However, the officer had no idea that Mitchell was about to face far more than just a ticket.
Is there any weed in the car, man? Don't stop. Step here. Is there any weed in the car? Yes or no?
It's just a doobie in the ashtray, like.
Okay.
Other than that, there's
anything else?
There's it.
When did you puff last?
This was
Be honest. Because I'm a drug recognition expert.
about an hour ago.
The officer wanted to charge Mitchell with more than just driving under the influence. An 18-year-old driving a flashy sports car, reeking of marijuana, and speeding. It all raised suspicions that something far more sinister was going on than just a reckless teen behind the wheel. Before the officer could request a search of the car for drugs, Mitchell began acting suspiciously.
All right, where are you headed right now?
I was headed back home.
Where's home? What's your address? No, stop. Come here. Where do you live? It's easy. It's easy to answer this. Where do you live? You don't know how to drive to your house?
I was coming from there, how I got lost.
So what's the address? You don't know your address?
No, sir.
Okay, come back here. Can I take a look in your car? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Mitchell agreed to let the officer search the car. The officer was simply looking for marijuana or any other drugs that might be inside, but he had no idea what he was about to uncover. The search of the front seats yielded nothing. However, when inspecting the exterior of the vehicle, the officer noticed several bullet holes on the left side. It was becoming increasingly clear that something was seriously wrong, and this suspect might be involved in something far more serious than the officer initially thought.
When did all this happen? When did all that happen?
That happened.
When?
My brother, he said it.
How long ago? Days?
Yeah, it was like.
Okay, come back. Just leave this here. Come back here. Just stay right here in front of my car. Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I got this car speeding 73 and a 55. It's a black and orange Camaro. And it's got like 3 bullet holes in the left side of it. He said he thinks his brother said his car was in something 2 nights ago.
The police checked the car's records and discovered Mitchell was lying. His address didn't match what he claimed, and the car was registered to someone else.
Now he says he lives in Winsboro, but he's got a Richwood address, and the car comes back out of Monroe, and he's got this he's got a GPS thing put in, but he don't even know the address, so he's lying about a bunch of junk. Where do you live? Be honest to me. Monroe?
Yes.
Richwood?
Yes.
You don't live in Winsboro?
No, sir.
Why would you try to bluff me on that? Why would you lie to me on that? Because I already knew that before this guy said something. What's up? Talk to me. You better stop lying to me right now, or you're gonna be in jail.
I'm just going to my sister's out there.
To your sisters? That's the last freaking lie you better tell me.
The situation was already perplexing, but then something even stranger happened. A complete stranger arrived at the scene and declared,
"His family in Monroe is looking for him. They sent me out here to look
Okay,
for
all right.
him on-
Well, I got somebody pulling up behind me, Scooter. What do you mean they were looking for him?
They looking for him. The car missing. Hey,
Okay, give me the phone. Hey, man, he's not giving that name though. He's given another name.
Another name was introduced, completely different from Mitchell's and the car owner's, adding to the officer's confusion. What began as a simple traffic stop had turned into a chaotic situation. He was determined to uncover the truth.
there's a kid that's been reported missing, and that they took the car from Monroe, and he lied to me about his last name, his address and where he's from. Random guy pulls up behind me, said, "Hey, this guy's looking for that kid. I need to know if this car's been reported missing, stolen." And I know he's BSing to me about where he's going. He says he's going to his sister's house down here. If you could, hey, talk to him, see if you can figure out if the sister thing is legit. He said this guy gave him the car. He's got the GPS on his phone on the back lid. He said that's where he's going, and I knew he was lying then.
The situation seemed to be clearing up. If Mitchell was honest, his brother had lent him the stolen car. However, this theory didn't explain the bullet holes, Mitchell's lie about his address, or why a stranger showed up looking for him when he knew about the car. Things took another twist when the police received a radio report about a missing person linked to the case.
What I'm being told is that the boy who gave him permission to use the car is missing. So he's lying his ass off. We go looking for the person who owns the car, find out that the son of the owner of the car is missing, and now we got bullet holes all in the car.
I got you.
So something's
Bad, right?
The only thing he lied about was his address in Winsboro. If he's knows something about this boy that's missing the bullet holes, I'd like to at least, I guess I'll do as much good contact as I can.
After a few calls, the missing person was identified as Michael Robinson, Mitchell's brother, who had allowed him to drive the car. However, the original owner of the vehicle was still unknown. The officer decided to set that aside and inspect the car again once backup arrived.
Like, this looks close. Like bam, 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 bam. Yeah. And the boy, see?
Little did he know that all his questions would soon be answered right there, in the most chilling way imaginable.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do. Hey. Yep. Put your hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. You have a right to an attorney. Have one present during any questioning. At any time, you choose not to make any statements or answer any questions. You understand? If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you by the court. Do you understand?
The trunk lay the body of Michael Robinson. Suddenly, everything became horrifyingly clear.
Need a supervisor out here. All right, I get the guy out. He's super nervous. He lies to me about his address. He's got no driver's license. He says he's going to his house in Winsboro. Well, I find out he lives in Richwood. I pop the trunk. Sarge, there's a dead body in the trunk. Okay, so I'm not. We've blocked in front of the car and behind the car. We've shut the trunk. I have Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office with me. We're at 82. Okay, we're done.
It turned out Michael Robinson had no relation to Mitchell. He was merely an innocent victim of an armed robbery Mitchell had been involved in earlier.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's him.
Who is who?
That's Mike.
That's Mike. How did Mike get there? Tell me.
It wasn't me, man. It was.
Okay.
I just hit him, bro. I did.
You just hit him?
I did.
Amid the chaos of the robbery, Mitchell shot Robinson multiple times with a handgun before stuffing him into the car's trunk and driving to Winsboro to dispose of the body. However, before he could reach his destination, he was pulled over for speeding. Mitchell was charged with armed robbery and second-degree murder. He is currently awaiting trial, but is expected to face a life sentence. This chilling murder case which began with a seemingly routine traffic stop, has come to a close. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more thrilling and fascinating crime stories. Thank you for watching.